A small hill was laughed at by the three big hills beside it. They even gathered clouds to make it rain on the small hill. Unexpectedly, after just one night, a huge tree had grown on top of the small hill. This tree was much bigger than the three big hills combined. It all started when the small hill sat down in an open space. Then, three big hills came and sat beside it. The first big hill began to boast about its oil. The other two big hills examined it and clapped for him. He even used the oil to draw a mustache on himself, and the small hill clapped along. Next, the second big hill showed off by pulling out many gold coins from its mouth and putting on a crown. It also displayed its gold teeth to the other two big hills, and the small hill was very envious. The third big hill then spewed lava from its mouth, burning the other two big hills' mouths black. The small hill clapped happily. Then the three big hills turned their attention to the small hill. The small hill pulled a seed out of its mouth. The three big hills examined the seed carefully and laughed loudly, mocking the small hill for being poor. The oil hill directly threw the seed back at the small hill, which then disdainfully tossed the seed away. The three big hills then conspired to bully the small hill. They reached out, gathered all the clouds together into dark storm clouds, and made it pour rain on the small hill's head. It was all intentional on their part. Afterward, the three big hills grew tired and simply pulled down the night sky to sleep. The small hill looked at the seed it had thrown away during the day and fantasized about taking the oil, crown, and lava from the three big hills. Then it noticed that the seed was making pleasant sounds as it passed through the rain. The small hill happily played music with the seed. Finally, it kissed the seed and slowly put it back in its mouth. In its dream, the stars turned into shooting stars. The next day, the small hill woke up and quickly reached for the seed. Suddenly, it realized that the seed had sprouted. It quickly closed its mouth, afraid of being discovered. The three big hills also woke up and were in the middle of mocking the small hill when they were suddenly overwhelmed by the growing seed. A little squirrel emerged from the seed and climbed onto the small hill's hand, indicating that it had found the seed for the small hill. The small hill took the seed and kissed the squirrel. Looking up, it realized that a huge tree had grown on its head. The little squirrel climbed all the way up and discovered that the tree was much bigger than the three big hills combined.